Netease is aiming for global expansion and possible world domination. Many of you may have been introduced to Netease due to their co-development of Diablo Immortal a couple years ago, or the fact that they had a falling out with Blizzard and stopped publishing all Blizzard titles, including World of Warcraft, to the Chinese market. But Netease is a lot more than just Blizzard's Chinese publisher. They are actually the 5th largest gaming company in the world and second only to Tencent in China. They have the most used email service in China, as well as streaming services, education, and even livestock. So why am I talking about Netease? Well, because it just so happens that my last 2 videos were talking either about one of their games, Marvel Rivals, or the fact that they are fully funding Greg Street's MMO Ghost with his new studio. Netease, mainly starting in 2023, has made a huge push into founding, buying, or funding Western game studios that focus on PC and console. Netease was mainly a mobile game company with a lot of pay-to-win mechanics in the Chinese market, but they seem to be expanding and shifting their focus to not only PC and console, but the Western market as a whole. The main small studio that a lot of people have found out about is Fantastic Pixel Castle, started by Greg Street, also known as Ghostcrawler, who has over 2 decades of MMO building experience, including many years on World of Warcraft. But that is just one of the latest studios. Previously, the first US-based studio Netease founded was Jackalyptic Games, headed by Jake Emmerich, who has been working in the MMO space for a very long time, decades as well, on such titles as Neverwinter, City of Heroes, and DC Universe Online. This studio is currently developing a Warhammer MMO, hopefully a Warhammer 40k MMO, but we don't know for sure yet. Netease hasn't just fully invested in MMO studios though. They've invested and funded Anchor Point Studios, which is headed by yet another decades-long game director vet that has worked on titles like Halo and Control. Then there is Bad Brain Game Studios in Canada, working in a similar vein with industry vets backing it, also a studio in Japan, and a couple more. What is the catalyst of all of this expansion suddenly? I think a big part of it was the fallout from not renewing their contract to publish Blizzard games in China a year and a half ago, a deal that has recently been reformed since Microsoft has obtained Blizzard. Their focus is shifting heavily from the Chinese-only mobile market to PC and console globally, made by seasoned Western devs that want more creative freedom to make the games they really want to make. In interviews, Greg Street has said that working with Netease has almost been a dream come true. They fully funded his studio's first MMO that is in development, as well as staying hands-off and simply offering support and not demands. I assume many of the other Western studios that they have funded or started have a similar deal. It seems that their strategy is to take devs with decades of experience and let them do their own thing and cook on their own games with little oversight. That is an incredible deal for any creative. But does that mean all of these games will be heavily or even predatorily monetized? I don't think so. I think they are trying to make a solid impact into the gaming market globally, not just for money, but for expansion and influence. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is a good or bad thing for the gaming industry as it stands right now? Personally, I think it is a good thing to fund small, creative teams with a lot of experience and just let them do their own thing without all the executive oversight from people that frankly don't play games. And as always, I will see you in the next one.